New York prosecutors telling a top Trump Organization executive he is safe for now. The decision not to pursue charges against Matthew Calamari comes as the Manhattan DA's office intensifies its criminal investigation of the Trump business in other ways. CNN's Kara Scannell, who's been all over this story, joins me early on this Thanksgiving morning with this important reporting. Kara.
Yeah, John. So we have learned that the Manhattan District Attorney's Office, which is investigating the Trump Organization, has told one of its top executives, someone who is so loyal to the former president, Matthew Calamari, that they will not bring criminal charges against him for now. Now, he is under investigation as part of this off-the-books compensation scheme. The question whether he paid the appropriate taxes on corporate apartments, company cars. This indicates that they're not trying to get him to flip. Because you'll remember with Allen Weisselberg, the chief financial officer, they really were pressuring him to try to cooperate. He didn't. He was charged with this tax fraud scheme along with the Trump Organization. They both have pleaded not guilty. So this indicates prosecutors are really shifting away from that tax investigation and back to the original focus, which has been valuations. How did the Trump Organization value certain of its properties, office buildings, hotels, golf courses? And the issue here is, were they giving banks, lenders, even when they're trying to get tax deductions, were they inflating the value of those assets? And then at those same assets, were they then giving an artificially low value when it came time to pay taxes? Now, this investigation has been going on for years, and the Manhattan DA, Cyrus Vance Jr., his term is up in 5 weeks. So the clock is ticking on, because he has wanted to make a decision on this before he's left office. Now, it's not clear if he will, but we're in the crunch time here. And this investigation has been beset with delays. Remember, they went to the Supreme Court twice to try to get Trump's accounting firm records. They did win them and they got them. There's a current ongoing fight that's under seal over a subpoena to the Trump Organization. So, there's a lot that's still at stake here. These cases are very difficult to bring. So if Vance doesn't make a decision in the next 5 weeks, then that will fall to his successor, the new DA, who will be Alvin Bragg. He is an experienced prosecutor, worked at the U.S. Attorney's Office in Manhattan and also at the New York Attorney General's office.
Do you know if he wants this on his plate or if he will pursue it as passionately as Cyrus Vance did?
So, it's always an interesting question. This case is more of Vance's legacy and having to come into something new. Now, everyone that I've spoken to who has worked with Alvin Bragg, who knows him very well, say that he will take a fresh look at this. He will, not look at this through a political lens, and that he will apply all of these judgments as he had over his career to look at this evidence. But, it is an interesting question, because will he want this to be something that will define his early days in office?
Kara Scannell, thank you so much for that reporting. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Let's bring back in CNN senior legal analyst and former federal prosecutor Elie Honig. Elie, what's your reaction to this news that Calamari seems to be safe right now?
Caitlin, it tells me that the tax fraud investigation is largely a dud. If they don't have the goods to charge Matthew Calamari, there's no way they're going to have the goods to charge Donald Trump or any of the Trump children. It looks like all they're going to get out of that is the charge against Allen Weisselberg and the Trump Organization. And the charge against Allen Weisselberg looks to be well supported. But frankly, if he gets convicted, he has a chance to not even go to prison, given the nature of the charges in New York State. And then the indictment of the Trump Organization sounds like something, but no individual can go to prison when a corporation is indicted. So it looks to me like that part of the case, the tax fraud part of the case, is really at a dead end.
Yeah, and so Kara said they're kind of returning to the initial part of it, which is essentially, did he defraud potential lenders by overinflating the value of his properties? That seems to be pretty difficult to prove potentially. And I think what she said about the timeline there is really interesting. Cyrus Vance, the district attorney in Manhattan, did not seek a fourth term, and he is essentially, his window is closing to work on this. So what do you predict when it comes to the timeline based on these developments?
Yeah, so Alvin Bragg, who's taking over as the DA starting in January, I should say, is a former colleague of mine, a personal friend of mine. People should know that. But Cy Vance is going to leave Alvin Bragg in a difficult position here. If I'm going in as the DA, and this case is still unresolved and still out there, I'm thinking, boy, thank you for leaving me with this mess. Now, as to the inflation and deflation of assets part of the case, like you said, Caitlin, easier said than done, easier said than proved as a prosecutor. It's not enough to just say, well, they had this building, they valued it high over here and they valued it low over here. You have to show that a person, anyone you want to charge, specifically knew about that and was part of it. And I don't see how they get there on Donald Trump now. We know he's not an emailer. We know he's not a texter. There's not going to be some smoking gun document. And they don't appear to have a cooperator who's in position to do that.
Elie Honig, thank you for joining us and sharing your insights, and I hope you have a great Thanksgiving.
Thanks. You too, Caitlin.